So a huge update for those of you who follow Scarlet Hollow. So this is the game that was made by the indie developer Tabby Games. They're a two-people team that work on visual horror novels. So they also made, in addition to Scarlet Hollow, Slay the Princess, which is a really popular game as well. So they're getting a big update that's coming out called The Roads Untraveled, which releases on Monday, March 3rd. So it says, I'm thrilled to announce The Roads Untraveled, Scarlet Hollow's next major update. We'll be releasing on March 3rd for PC, Macs, and Linux. The goal of this update is to serve as a soft relaunch of the game, complete with expansions of the first 2 episodes and a overhaul to aspects of the game's visual and technical design to reflect the skills we've gained over the years. Overall, these improvements are centered around improving player agency within the first 2 episodes. There's over 70,000 words of new story content in episode 1 and 2 to explore previously unseen paths. What happens if you don't venture into the woods in episode 1? What happens if you do your best to stay out of any and all danger at the start of episode 2? And they included 4 teasers, including some new content and some redraws of older assets. So in the first one, we see the merchant store. Then we see the forest. We've got the dog. We got the library. I mean, we're getting back into some of the old characters. I haven't played in so long, I've actually forgotten some of the characters' names. And then they also have changed some things for the user interface and the visual overhaul. So they've been working hard to update Scarlet Hollow's user interface and visual presentation to be closer to the current quality standards. There's more of that in a previous update, but for a small preview for those who missed it. So the top image is the new image, and then the bottom image is how the game is currently. So as you can see, they've changed some of the color schemes. We got more browns, filled in leaves here, kind of around the trim of the dialogue boxes. We've got a little bit more like color and shading have been done up here top to the sky to fill in a little bit more detailed. Now there's some buttons here on the side that were not here in the first one. So you're able to save at different points, which will make it easier saving, because before you had to save at the end of each episode. Like, you couldn't necessarily, like, easily get to the save menu. You can see past dialogue, you can see past choices, you can access the setting menu while still in the game without having to pop out. The new text boxes are bigger, wider, and its colors and shapes blend more fluidly into the background. So again, the top image is going to be new after the update March 3rd. The bottom image is how it looks in the game right now. So as you see, they changed the background to pretty much look like Scarlet Hollow instead of just being a random background. And you can see the words a little bit more clear, a little bit more crisp. You know, this is like one of the beginning scenes when you first launch into the game. They've also tightened other parts of the UI while the narrative focuses on the update on episodes 1 and 2. Episodes 3 and 4 are getting small updates to make sure the new paths available in the first 2 episodes are fully massaged into the narrative. We're also working on restoring a cut ending to episode 4, which will hopefully be finished in time for March 3rd. We really appreciate your patience while we're getting all of our ducks in a row. Not only will the first 2 chapters feel more dynamic once this update is out, but the new and expanded content will better position us to make episode 5 hit just the way we'd like it to. All the best, and to all of our cousins, new and old, we look forward to seeing you in the next few weeks. Tony and Abby. So I'm very excited. I did a playthrough previously on Scarlet Hollow, but this is obviously before the update. I played through the first 4 episodes. I probably will do a new walkthrough of all 4 episodes on March 3rd, because I do want to make some different choices. So for those of you who don't recall, this is a quick reminder. In episode 1, you're forced to follow Stella and her pug to the woods. You had no choice in episode 1. You had to spend the day with her. So I'm curious to see what other options you have if you don't venture into the woods in episode 1. And there were some things that happened at the end of episode 1 that affected how episode 2 started if you went to the woods with Stella. So obviously the second playthrough, I would like to play through choosing not to follow Stella and see where that takes me. And also see if there's any new romantic options, because I think if there's an option to court each and every person from some of the main characters, including the librarian, Stella, you know, Kaneeka, all of them have different options. So I'm just curious to see how it flows. I won't change my original save. I will make a new save to do this one. And I'm not doing hardcore mode. I just want to do regular mode. So you have 2 traits. But let me know in the comments below, are you looking forward to this huge soft relaunch of Scarlet Hollow?